Hey Cancer, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for April 3rd, 2025. This is for Cancer. Last shuffle for Cancer. Let's see what's going on. So Cancer, what we have is hidden motivations, and then we have family, friends, and guides. Your intentions, you may feel, are not very clear because you may feel like your ancestors are pulling on you, calling to you, giving you messages from beyond, I feel like you may be hearing their voice or imagining them seeing you. If grandma could see me now, this would be XYZ. That may change your plans quite a bit because of just the fact that if my parents or my grandparents or my great uncle or my aunt could see me now, how would they view this? How would they view, it's something about that person or these people changing your path. Okay, so your intention, you want to stand up for yourself. You may feel overwhelmed, overworked. Excuse me with my throat. I swear, there's so much pollen and over my man. When I was young, it didn't bother me as much. Now that I'm older, it's like every time something comes through here, I'm like, come on. But Eight of Cups over the whole reading speaks about walking away from something. You are determined to walk away from something that doesn't work for you anymore. I see that something is overwhelming you. Something is overpowering. Whenever this combination of wands comes out, it's saying I'm tired, right? I've been killing it. It seems like you have been very flexible, and now that has gotten you into a lot of trouble. Like, it's not necessarily that you've been flexible and um you know going here and there and then something piles up. It seems like now that you're flexible, you're being overwhelmed by things. Like, people are throwing, well, since Cancer doesn't mind going here and there, let's add something else and add something else and add something else. So the Hangman and Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Wands with hidden motivations tells me that you are motivated to change your mind, or to, there's something about, you realize you just got to defend yourself or stand up for yourself. You know what's good for you. You know what's right for you. But the thing that Spirit's warning you about is not to project how you feel about another person. How that works is, they're saying projection, but they're saying it like the things that you don't like about a certain person that you feel is overwhelming or burdensome are things that you recognize within yourself. And they're throwing it out here because it looks like a lot of money is involved. One, in this. Two, I'm seeing that someone is a codependent energy. And three, it seems like this person wants to be the priority in your life. And you want to be a priority. It's like all the things that this person wants to do or wants you to do, you should not focus on yourself at all, and in the very least in any of the scenarios when it involves this person or these people, right? You're not allowed to have thoughts. You're not allowed to have opinions. You're not allowed to have a life outside of whatever this is. This could be work related. It could be family related. It could be all kinds of different scenarios. But whoever, for Cancer, some of you are being completely heavily burdened by someone, and there's a lot of things you don't like about them, and Spirit's just warning you, like, you don't like those things about yourself, though. It's just that this person has no problem doing the things they're doing, whereas you would feel guilty doing what they're doing. And so they're asking you to beware of what you're projecting, okay? The qualities you admire in another as well. On the flip side, too, the things you admire about someone is the things that you admire about yourself. And so this does remind me of that book, and I know I brought this up many times, but this book, The Four Agreements, and the one agreement that stands out for me is to not take anything personally. In that way, you're not looking at this person and judging them based off of what you like and don't like about anything, because it does reflect on yourself, your own experiences, your own, opinions, or whatever that could be, right? Your own perceptions of things from your vantage point. They want you to see the bigger picture rather than see it from your angle, see it from a bigger picture. And the way to do that, and there's like a positive affirmation that Spirit wants you to say repetitively whenever you start to get nervous about standing up for yourself, is like, I release all fear, guilt, and anger. I'm safe and I'm at peace with the process of life. You say this many times, like I would say 6 times, because that's like something where that's how our brains work, by repetition. And we take this in as fact, right? Because you don't even have to think about it. You can recite the ABCs because you've taken it in as fact. You've recited it enough to where it's somewhere subconsciously in your mind, right? And that's the same thing with this. You say it and recite it maybe 6 times, and then you look at, you'll see life from the subconscious angle of them taking your brain, taking it down as fact. Any situation you're in where you feel fear, guilt, or anger at any point, and you don't feel safe, or at peace, you will automatically walk away. You won't even understand why. You're just like, yeah, this isn't going to work for me. Whereas before, it may have been difficult to walk away because you put so much energy into this, right? I'm invested a lot into this. You're not making yourself a priority. And you may even feel to some degree that this person's addiction, whoever, whatever their issue is, it could be an addiction to working, it could be an addiction to fighting, it could be anything, right? It's affecting you and your love life too. The Spirit wants you to explore your options, and allow love to guide those explorations, and then create something better for your life. Because the only thing that really is holding you back is you. You just don't know it. Not to say that you're doing this and it's your fault. That's not it. A lot of us do, like we've all been there. I don't know a person alive that hasn't been put in a situation and they're holding themselves back because they don't feel comfortable walking away from it, right? I put a lot of energy into this. I don't want to walk away now. It might be successful, right? As soon as I walk away, what I want might be there. So there's something about that going on. They want you to incorporate yellow into the space because it does help to purify your body, or inspires that. And you need to. That could be in the form of like eating yellow foods, right? That kind of thing too. A kindred partnership is the King of Swords and the Chariot. This is a person who thinks like you, who's led by the same things as you, which may be the person that's burdening you, and you're going, I admire these things, but I also can't stand them because of this. And Spirit's like, well, y'all think alike in so many ways. It's just that you have a moral compass, or you have some kind of compass that makes you feel guilty. And this person does not. They're their own first priority, like you got to be about yourself. I'm seeing angel number 1011. Why am I saying 1011? That's usually a number that comes up when it's time to take action, when it's time to have a fresh start, to have hope that things will be what it needs to be. It's also a spiritual awakening, and it's a call to action to move forward. And the sooner you get going, the sooner you will accomplish what you set out to do. So when you see this number and you start, whatever it is that's going on during this time, you see this number, especially as you understand that you got to release all fear, guilt, and anger, and that you're safe and at peace with the process of your life, you will know exactly what that is. You'll know that you either need to go or stay. Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of their perseverance. And you have a lot of patience. You had a lot of patience too. I'm seeing you being very patient. Um, yeah. Look into your Jupiter placements in your first house, because they're speaking about your individuality and what you bring to the table, as well as the abundance coming towards you. And then also the abundance you bring to a situation. So you know exactly what you brought to the table. You already know what it is anyway. The honoring path with Page of Pentacles and Six of Wands tells me that the intention in this is that you want to learn how to be successful or more successful. I do see someone in that space of like, listen, I just want to know what I have to do to protect what I got going on, because I do want to be independent and successful. I see a codependency in this, which could be that you're working a job. That could be it, right? And you say, I want to be in a space where I don't need this place to be okay. That's also there too. So it's almost to say too, I want to say, if you wanted to start your own business, this is the time to start exploring what that would be for you, because a lot of money is tied up in something with you. Ask for help from others if you need help to understand some things about what your options are. I'm seeing that you get a lot of help. Angels, are especially Archangel Gabriel, will help you. Archangel Gabriel is here. Usually, um, let's see, why is Archangel Gabriel here? Spirit, tell me why. Spirit, okay. Archangel Gabriel is here to help you with work, especially if you are deciding to do something like podcasting, especially if you're deciding, if you're a medium, if you're a teacher, if you're counseling, you're a counselor rather, um, marketing, radio, any of those things. If you have a beautiful voice, if you're someone that can sing or something here, Archangel Gabriel is helping you to communicate your feelings. It's helping you because it's communication that I'm seeing. I'm seeing birds. I'm seeing a trumpet and a scroll. Uh, you're gonna have a very easy time communicating with people now, and that you would know exactly what to ask for, the type of help you need when because Archangel Gabriel is helping. You're meant to have prosperity beyond your wildest dreams. Like you're meant to be well off. Remember the power of words. He's going to help you get your words together so you know what to say or do. What do you want to share? What do you want to say? Now's the time to say it. If you've been holding back, like I haven't told my friend or my superior or like my boss or my manager, I haven't told them these things. Now's the time to tell them what you want. It seems like you're going to get the help you need. Um, You've got, okay, so they want you to do cleansing on your home. Not necessarily cleansing like you go and you deep clean it or whatever, but before you start doing it or before any gatherings, people come into your home, you want to light a white candle and say something like, "My home is a temple of love and light. I now fill it with peace and beauty." And especially if you're having people over that day for tonight, for that night that they're coming by. May all who enter this temple space bring laughter and joy and fill it with grace. So mote it be. Blessings to all. Kind of a, you don't have to say those exact words, but something that helps you get the gist of it, but something that helps you say or to incorporate the feelings or the energy that you want in your home. Doesn't have to be those words, but you get it, right? You get the idea. Okay. So you could be dealing with a Leo, another Cancer. We have Pisces as well, main signs. And basically, we have every sign here except for Scorpio. Scorpio, you may primarily be dealing with the Scorpio. Every sign is here. The main signs, though, are Pisces, another Cancer, or Leo. Right. So if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.